Alright, going to show off a little update to the import logic. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to drag and drop the mesh we're trying to import, obviously. Make sure our module's selected, and I haven't shown off the import options a lot, but basically it's a profile that dictates a lot of the behavior that the importing does when doing an import action. And you can actually save multiple profiles so you can easily switch between configurations depending on what you are importing. So I've already got one made. And actually before changing it, what I want to highlight is we have this weird system generated material from the art tool, which we are never going to use as an actual material. However, the configuration I'm going to switch to is set to ignore it, so it'll actually scrub it out as we'll see. As we can see, it's gone. Now, Collada has a weird thing where it doesn't embed the file path names for images it uses. We just go off of the material names. So it will still populate a stub for the images that we need to actually use the material, but it can't find them as denoted by the file not found. However, what we could do is we can actually help it by going and looking for it. As you can see, we have it right here. And part of the reason it can't find it even if we were to look in a different directory is this actually doesn't match name-wise the material name because it has this suffix on it. However, not only if we do that it finds the image, there's actually logic that will also, if flagged in the configuration, try to auto-populate companion maps in the material, such as normal, specular, composite. And so, based off of the diffuse name that we just selected, it also found that normal map file in the same directory and auto-populated it in as well. So, the suffixes are actually based on a list. Check, check. Whoops. We're just having a little bit of a freak out there. So here's our ignore, and this window is a little squashed. I'm going to have to correct that, but as you can see, you can have a bunch of different possible suffixes that it checks for. So, all in all, it is a really potent system in a set. And as said, you have the drop down, so you can have configurations specifically for if you're importing buildings versus players, because the naming conventions you may use, things you exclude and all that, vary based on assets without needing to plug it in manually each time. So, yeah, it's pretty slick.